Hello everybody, welcome to a coaching video. I made a presentation here for my girlfriend Raylyn, and basically the presentation just goes over how to make weight loss goals and 3 ways you can go about losing weight, how long it'll take each method for you to lose weight, and what you can expect to see if you combine all 3 together. So without further ado, let's get into it. So why lose weight? Well, one of your sisters recently just had a stroke, so that's not only that, but there's quite a bit of people on your mom's side of the family that are overweight, and your dad's side. And yeah, so we need to start eating better and doing more exercise around our daughter if we want to see her live a long, healthy life and see ourselves live a long, healthy life. Other than that, we need to prevent getting type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. Also, for different ethnicities like Native people and black people, we're prone to getting certain things like diabetes or gout or stuff like that. So that's what happens when you don't watch your weight. Also, our children will grow up to be health conscious if we are health conscious. It's just like smoking cigarettes. If we smoke cigarettes, our child's more likely to smoke cigarettes, right? So choose your weight loss goal. 3 ways most people assess their health. Have a good BMI. BMI stands for Body Mass Index and states that for her height and weight, she should weigh between 100 and 135 pounds in order to avoid problems associated with being overweight. This is according to the National Health Institute, so don't use if you want to build muscle, because if you are 205 pounds of pure muscle, it'll still consider you to be obese. The Body Mass Index itself seems like it was just made for people that just want to have a thin frame, and that used to be trendy in like the 90s and early 2000s, but these days people want to see like superhero builds, and on women they want to see like booty, I guess. But choose a desired fat percentage. Choose which body you would like to build. Put up pictures for inspiration, and then next to it there's a few different body fat percentage examples. So if you were going to choose 25%, you might end up looking like the woman on the far right, the top far right. But if you were also going to do weight training, you'd probably have more visible abs and rounder shoulders, muscular legs, etc. So the girls in all these pictures, it looks like they don't really work out at all. Except for like maybe the girl in number 1. I don't know if it's just having a low body fat, but she looks pretty shredded. Using the trusty old body weight scale. For this, you would go by the weekly average rather than the daily average, and to do this, you add every day's weight, and you divide that number by the number of days that you were weighing yourself. So you can see in this picture that the weight fluctuates day by day. And you can also see that Tuesday is spelt wrong, but yeah, the weight fluctuates day by day, so just use the weekly average. For the next few slides, we'll assume the goal is to lose 40 pounds, which will bring Ray down to 165 pounds by the end of it. So Ray's current fitness level, I don't really have to go over all of this because all this information isn't necessary to for everybody to know, but it is necessary in order to make all these assessments. So select your weight loss method. There's 3 possible ways that you can lose weight. There's calorie deficit, there's cardio, and then there's weight training. Calorie deficit's probably the fastest. Cardio and weight training are a little bit slower. So things to consider before choosing a fitness plan. If you have a kid that's making things difficult, you can stick to your goals by using the following tips. For calorie deficit, you do not have to eat every time someone else is eating. and you don't have to eat what your child eats. They're too young and they don't understand what a meal plan is. Yeah, they don't know the difference between being healthy and what's not healthy. And only you can teach them by being a good example. So if your child wants to eat grilled cheese, feed them a grilled cheese and eat vegetable sticks in front of them. And then one day they'll learn to make healthy choices. Just because they'll want to look good just like their mom. So for cycling, you want to cycle for a whole hour one day, but you don't have time. Just split it into quarters. It'll take 15 minutes each, 4 times a day. And for weight training, you can do one exercise every 3 hours, 4 times a day. And it's probably 10 to 15 minutes per exercise. And then, by the end of the day, if you did 5 different exercises, that's like a whole weight training session. So good on you for getting it done, finding a way to get it done. Anything you choose should become part of your lifestyle, which means you will always find ways to do it during any time of the year. So if you like to do cycling and you can't do it in the wintertime, then get a stationary bike for the indoor gym or an elliptical. Other than that, you can always do like P90X or any other video exercise program that has a moderate or high intensity. Calorie deficit. This is the fastest way to lose weight. Not eating calories is easier than burning off calories. With a daily deficit of 500 calories, it'll take 9.5 months to lose 40 pounds. That's not including weight training or cardio. Alternatively, if you fast for an entire day twice a week, that's a weekly calorie deficit of 4,478, taking 7.5 months to lose 40 pounds. This slide is calories of some of Raylan's favorite foods, and the way it's meant to be used is just a reference chart. So let's say Ray eats a boneless box meal, and she can, therefore, for the rest of the day, she has about like 475 calories left that she can consume. That's just a rough estimate. So yeah, and so if she has like 450 calories left in the day, that could be like 3 cans of Pepsi, or a quarter of a bag of chips, or, so on and so forth. So you could always print this off and stick it to the wall and use it as a reference. For weight training for a half hour can burn around 110 to 200 calories. 1 hour can burn 400 to 600 calories. Keep in mind that muscle requires a lot of energy to maintain, so that means your resting metabolic rate will increase after a session of weight training, and this increase in your resting metabolic rate will last longer than after cardio. So if you burn 200 calories a day for 4 days a week, it'll take 3 years and 4 months to lose 40 pounds. That's not including diet, cardio, or resting metabolic rate. This number is just based on like the amount of calories you burn within the 45-minute session that you'll be doing. 45 minutes to an hour. So for cardio, on average, cycling at a pace of 12 kilometers an hour. A half hour can burn around 250 to 300 calories. 1 hour can burn 500 to 600 calories. Cardio burns a lot of calories in the moment, but the resting metabolic rate rises for only a short amount of time. Not as good as weight training. So weight training probably isn't that far behind cardio when you include the resting metabolic rate. If you burn 500 calories a day, 4 days a week, it'll take 1 year and 4 months to lose 40 pounds. Doing all 3 weight loss methods together. If you work out twice a week and your goal is to get 2 hours of bike riding in every week, then you're going to lose 40 pounds in 6.5 months. And then if you're working out 3 days a week and we're still sticking to 2 hours for a bike ride, 2 hours per week, then you're going to lose 40 pounds in 6 months. If you're doing 4 days a week and you're still committing to 2 hours of biking every week, then you will lose 40 pounds in 5.5 months. And with all that being said, you can add days to work out. You can add more days to work out in the week. You could increase your bike ride. You could increase your calorie deficit. It's not really going to shorten the amount of time you're going to lose weight drastically. No matter what, it's still going to take you about half a year to reach your goal. So find something you enjoy doing, something you'll stick with, and find a way to do it indoors when it's wintertime. And with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you made it to the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And have a good day. Peace.